Hail, Romans, and welcome to Gladius. In this game, you will be playing a cunning Roman citizen, betting on and rigging the gladiatorial games. The goal is to place the right bets on the right teams to make the most money after 3 rounds. This video will be showing a 4-player setup. Let's get started. First, choose from one of 5 playable characters. Each character has an identical deck, but a unique player power. Each character will come with 7 bet tokens, 1 player power card, and 1 deck of influence cards. Next, shuffle up the gladiator cards and the event card decks. Then, once they are shuffled, place them in the center of your play area. Next, remove the vote cards. They will not be needed for the 4-player game. They are only used in the 2-player variant. Then, take the podium cards, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and place them above where you've placed the gladiator and the event deck. Then, find the bet slot cards appropriate to your player count, and place them below. Finally, each player will shuffle their own deck of influence cards and draw from it 6 cards. The number of cards drawn initially, along with the max hand size, differ from player count to player count. The player who most recently had Italian food will claim the first player token and get to go first. At the start of each round, reveal an event. The event will tell you the relevant stats and how the gladiators are laid out. This event is a 1 versus 1 versus 1 that cares about fight and luck, so the gladiators with the most fight and the most combined luck will win the round. Each player will have 7 bet tokens for which to bet, 1 5, 2 4s, 2 3s, and 2 def bets. The positive bets seen here only score you points if they are placed on the first place team. For example, the 4 will score you 4 points if you manage to bet it on a team that ends up coming in 4th place. The def bets, however, only score you 2 points if they're on the 3rd place team, and they'll score you 1 additional point for every opponent's regular bet on that team with you. This def bet is worth 4 points instead of just its base 2. Finally, the first action of each round is always to place a bet face down on one of the 3 teams, going in turn order. Then, players can take one of 3 actions, either playing an influence card, using their special player power, or placing their second bet token. First action is playing a card. Cards are either played face up or face down, depending on the icon on the top right. The red is a face-up card, and the blue is a face-down card. Face-down cards are played directly on gladiators and will only affect that gladiator's stats at the end of the round. The red cards are played face-up and will resolve their action immediately, and then be placed into the discard pile. The second action is to use your player power. Each power has a cost at the top right. That is the number of cards you must discard in order to use your power. On your turn, you may use your power instead of playing a card. Finally, you can place your second bet, but once you do, you cannot take any more actions during that round. Other players may continue to take actions as normal until they run out of cards and are forced to place their second bet. Finally, once all players have placed their second bets, we can reveal all of the face-down influence cards and determine the winner of the round. Make sure to keep all of the influence cards underneath the gladiator that they were played on. As we can see here, this event cares about fight and luck, so we have to determine the winner. The team on the right, consisting of Crixus, has 1 fight and 2 luck, meaning they start with a total of 3, but they had a card that -2 from all stats. Stats cannot go negative, and a +3, giving Crixus a total of 3. Cassia has 2 +3s and a -4. So Cassia will have a total of 7. Mira has a curse tablet which reduces her luck to 0, but luckily she has a healer on there as well, which will cure her of the curse tablet, leaving her total at 6 because of her 2 fight. This means that Cassia, with a total of 7, is our winner for this round. The bets that were placed on the winning team, in this case Cassia, will be moved to the first place podium card for the appropriate round. Any regular bets placed here will score that many points at the end of the game. Bets placed on the second place team, in this case Mira, will be returned to their owner's hands for future use. And bets placed on the third place team will be placed on the third place podium card, and only def bets will score here. But remember, do not flip over these bet tokens, as they will remain a secret until the end of the game. At the end of each round, you will need to clean up for the next round. Discard all influence cards, gladiator cards, and event cards into their own discard piles. Then, each player will draw 2 new influence cards from their influence card deck. Additionally, they'll be able to keep any influence cards they didn't play this round into future rounds. The first player token will go to the player that placed the last bet at the end of the previous round. At the end of 3 rounds, players will finally reveal all of the bet tokens placed up on the podium cards, and you'll score that many points based on your scoring bets. For example, the red player will score 4 points for their bet in the first place podium, and 3 points for their def bet in the third place podium. It scores 2 as a base, and 1 because the green player had a regular bet on that same team that the red player bet on to die. But the winner for this game will be the orange player, who scored a total of 16 points across both podiums. Congratulations, Beast Tamer, you are the winner for this game. Celebrate however you see fit. A laurel, some grapes, whatever you want. It's up to you. Thank you for watching, and now go forth and fill your pockets with gold in the Colosseum.